Greetings, this is GuruMeher here talking today about guilt. Guilt doesn't sound like much fun, anything anybody wants to talk about. But in this work, Senses of the Soul, we find that every emotion has a very high purpose, a very great set of benefits. And when emotions are heavy and hurtful and cause all that trouble, we just simply haven't learned how to decode the messages and work with them well. So in the book, Senses of the Soul, you'll understand how all these emotions are our allies, our friends, that they're direct messages to help increase our well-being. We have a companion course on video. You can get to it through sensesofthesoul.com or soulanswer.com and find this work. Each module, so for instance the one on guilt, is 4 classes, about an hour each. I'll talk a little bit like this. Then I'll give you something to experience the thing with, so that you have to feel your own emotions to let them work. In the new age, your solutions come through you, not through somebody else. So I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to help hook you up to the wisdom that's already within you. And ironically, it seems weird that a lot of wisdom comes through your heavy emotions. I call them your 7 heavy heroes, because shame, guilt, depression, grief, fear, anger, desire, they can be heavy. But they're heroes. They're allies that have important information for us. So guilt. Well, what could be good about guilt? Guilt's a teacher. Guilt's a teacher of truth. So when you make a mistake, when you don't know the consequences of your actions and they come hitting you all at once, why shouldn't you know before something happens, more or less what's going to come of it? Well, any mistake, any sin you've ever committed, any error that you didn't like the results of, was there to teach you. Hey, next time, why don't you see the results before you do the action, so that you know you get the result that you want, the consequence that you want. So, truth and consequences. Guilt's here to teach us about that. And every time there's an incidence of guilt, whether it's right now, or it's happened in the past, or it's something you're thinking about doing in the future and you don't quite feel right about it, your soul's there to give you a little gut check, a little, feels empty or hollow in your chest or belly when you feel guilty. Sometimes you're disoriented and you don't know, God, who am I? What did I do? But that's the wake-up call, right? That you do know you're bigger than this. You didn't want this, so you're going to learn next time. So the pain of guilt gets your attention. Then it focuses you in, well, what is the truth? In this module on guilt, we'll talk all about truth and understanding that different people have different truths at different times. How do you sort through that? Somebody's telling you this and it doesn't sound right, but they have the power to. So there's all kinds of ways that our truth meter, right? GPS, well, we have an EGS, emotional guidance system. Guilt is part of that. When you know who you are and what's right for you, and you don't follow it, or worse, you don't even know who you are or what's right for you, guilt's going to be there in some form. Maybe it's going to partner up with shame. We've got another module on shame, but come and study guilt and learn to find your own bearings, like your own internal compass. Like, you never have to wonder what's right or wonder what's to do or what will happen to me. There's a way that you have an internal compass that find your bearings and go, I'm always on solid ground. I know where I stand. I know what I do and why. It's great to live that way. It's very hard to live like in an earthquake where you don't know if the ground under you is solid or not. So I hope you'll come study this section on guilt. It'll be fun. The word itself, who wants to study guilt? It'll be very uplifting. All of this work is. So we've got a web-based system to download the videos, to download the text, and there's always text reading that goes with it, sometimes some other resources, and practices, exercises that help you safely in an empowered and clear way experience these lessons for yourself. In other words, you don't have to take my word for any of this. I discovered all this through my experiences and doing it myself and helping other people do it. So it's all been tested and verified, and it's very safe. But you'll have your own experience, and you'll find your own way, and that's what Senses of the Soul is all about, is to just interpret these internal messages that seem painful but have great, great benefits. After all, your soul is just you, and it loves you and wants you to be happy. So it's sending you these little messages how to get there. That's it. So go check out the course and the resources, and good luck. Take care.